It's been 8 years since I was last in high school, and back then I had just joined Facebook after petitioning that they include my school. The iPhone hadn't even come out, and Justin Bieber was just some little kid posting cute videos on YouTube. It's not even that long of a period of time, and in a way I've largely forgotten about it. So I assembled a small group of high school students to see what it's like nowadays. Okay, well, thanks guys for chatting with me. It's been a really long time since I was in high school. So my first question is, what's high school like nowadays for you guys? What's it like coming to school, interacting with your friends? What does that look like now?
School can be stressful though, but it can also be a fun social time too. Like outside of school, I have cadets and 2 jobs. So coming to school, yes, the classes are stressful, but homeroom and lunchtime, just hang out with the friends, joke around, and have a great time, to be honest.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up the social aspect because, I mean, when I went to school, it was you hang out at school and then after school you would just hang out if you could. We didn't have those, well, we had MSN, I guess. There was a little bit of chatting. I forgot about MSN, but we didn't have social networking. How does social networking how is that incorporated in your lives socially now in high school? Is that a big part of what it's like?
I feel like social media is such a big thing nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be sitting in class and you can have a group conversation with probably like 3 to 6 people in the class, even more, and you won't even talk to each other the entire class, but you know what's going on. You know what's going on in
That
everybody's
happens?
lives. Yeah,
You guys are you're chatting during class?
I'm in at least 3 or 4 group conversations that we talk all day consistently.
Who here has a smartphone? 100%. I didn't even have a cell phone in high school. So who here chats during class?
Depends on class.
Yeah, it depends if it's...
What? Now, you mentioned that some social hierarchy can be in the form of Instagram followers. Is that really true? Yeah. I've heard this. Is that true?
Well, I guess the thing that really fascinates me is that, as soon as something happens here, everyone can know about it. You can just go onto Twitter or Instagram, but what doesn't really make you popular is how many likes on Instagram you get. You don't look at a person and be like, oh, well, you don't really look like 100 likes. Instead, I think it's how you treat people and, how you use your social media maybe for the better.
Right, but do you guys covet Instagram followers? Would you be like, oh, I wish I had X number of Instagram followers? Yeah? Okay, so I have, let me just see. Let's do a little test here, okay. I'm on TV. I have 90 followers. What would that be? How popular would I be with 90 followers?
For Instagram, I have 940 followers.
How do you have 940 followers?
I don't know. I'm not
Do you
popular.
hashtag a lot?
No. Well,
Like for like.
Now, what about bullying these days? What does bullying look like in high school now?
I guess in your typical movie or whatever, bullying be the jock kids walk around the hallway, push a kid into a locker, take his lunch money. It's a lot different from that now. It's more somebody will, it's the little things. So they'll tweet about somebody oh, you look ugly today or something like that, and all this stuff, and people do it without even thinking about how other people feel about it.
It's not so much physical bullying either. It's the verbal bullying, but not people won't flat out say things, but they sarcastically say things.
It's psychological, it's emotional, and sometimes those are the scars that don't heal as much as a physical bullying would.
So when there's bullying happening in the school, in the real world, it's actually a strange thing to see.
For the most part, it's you just kind of you just hear about it. You never actually see it happening. So when you see it happening, you're just kind of
what is this?
What can I do? My first instinct was what can I do about this? And I wanted to talk to them, but I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
you do get caught. It's not as easy as it was when social media wasn't as big. Bullying, you used to get away with it, and then people got really hurt, and then schools are like, I can't do anything. I don't have proof that they did that. I can't do anything. And then now it's like someone prints the thing out, goes, shows the principal, and boom, caught.
Now, teenagers may know a thing or two about bullying, but they haven't seen things change. So I met up with Mr. David Symington, who's been teaching for 9 years. Now, bullying, how much has that changed in your time teaching? What have you seen?
Definitely at the outset, or at the onset of my teaching career, it was a lot more overt, whereas now there's, I think there's the potential for it anyways to simmer and and for it to go unnoticed by a lot of the adults around these students.
How different is that, kind of with the way they interact with each other now?
Yeah, that it changes things in the sense that from when I went to high school, teachers could be a lot more present in the conversations that the students have, help monitor them, help them learn just appropriate communications and stuff. And now so much goes under the surface.
Who here has been cyberbullied? Hands up. Okay, now here's a harder question. There's no judgment here, but I want you to be honest. Who here has bullied? Okay, so any suggestions, any ideas?
So like recently we talked about how our justice system in Canada is made to rehabilitate anyone who is convicted of a crime. If our schools weren't just like, okay, go home for 3 days and do nothing, if it was more of a, okay, so why are you bullying? Because they've always told us that most of the time bullies, they have their own issues. So instead of saying, well, stop doing what you're doing, why not look at the people who are having issues and feel like they need to put other people down?
Bullying is a terrible thing, and as someone who's been bullied myself, it leaves lasting wounds that take time to heal. It's completely opposite to the way we should be treating. But looking back, I'm sure I've probably facilitated or was even a bully myself. So to those who I've bullied, I'm sorry.